giant ant is telling a bedtime story to one of its children. The story is the legend of how the last man was accidentally wiped out by a mission patrol wishing to help him. Long, long ago, when the world was a wild place planted with bushes and peopled by apes, our mission brigade was at work in the jungle hard by the Congo. Once, when a foraging detail was active, scouting for greenfly, it came on a gray man, the last living man, in the branch of baobab, stalking a monkey. Earlier men had disposed of, for pleasure, creatures whose names we scarcely remember: zebra, rhinoceros, elephants, warthog, lion, rats, deer. But after the wars had extinguished the cities, only the wild ones were left, half naked near the equator. And here was the last one, starved for a monkey. By then the mission brigade had encountered hundreds of such men, and their procedure, history tells us, was only to feed them, find them, and feed them. Those were the orders, and this was the last one. Nobody knew that he was, but he was. Mud-caked on his flat gray flanks, he was crouched, half-armed with a shaved spear, glinting beneath broad leaves. When their jaws cut, swaths through the bark, and he saw fine teeth shine, round eyes roll round, and forked arms waver, huge as the rough trunks over his head, he was frightened. Our workers marched through the Congo before he was born, but this was the first time perhaps that he'd seen one. Staring in the hot still silence, he crouched there, then jumped. With a long swing down from his branch, he had angled his spear too quickly before they could hold him, and hurled it hard at the soldier leading the detail. How could he know the Queen's orders were only to help him? The soldier winced when the tipped spear pricked him. Unsheathing his sting was a reflex. Later, the Queen was informed there were no more men. An impetuous soldier had killed off, purely by chance, the penultimate primate. When she was certain, squadrons of workers were fanned through the Congo, detailed to bring back the man's picked bones, to be sealed in the archives in amber. I'm quite sure nobody found them. After the most industrious search, though, where had the bones gone? Over the earth, dear. Ground by the teeth of the termites. Blown by the wind. Like the dodos.